TIL. That the exact meaning of the letter P and the pH scale is unknown because the inventor never bothered to explain what it stood for. Since he didn't bother tell anyone, I will. It stands for power of hydrogen pH, the Germans say it's for Potenz, meaning power in German. The French claim it is for puissance, also meaning power in French. So it basically means power. But personally I prefer to keep the word piss in mind, because often people test pools for their pH levels, to see if it's too high, because piss can do that, hence why people use chlorine to clean a pool. Piss has the power to raise the pH level. Piss is powerful. It's power of hydrogen. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, H7, H8, H9, H10, H11, H12, H13, H14. Each step on the pH scale represents a logarithmic increase in the concentration of hydrogen ions a substance contains per mole. It's disputed, but it's not unknown. Source: the number of people in this thread confidently saying it's certainly different things kinda proves the point. I will say though, that P isn't just in pH. In most cases, P is a mathematical function equal to log. Park is a thing that you see frequently in higher level chemistry. I always thought it was a mathematical function referring to inverse logarithm. Maybe I'm misremembering from organic chemistry, but Braun said Lowry acids are proton hydrogen cation, H donors, and for some reason it always stuck in my mind that pH had an actual meaning. I've known it as percent hydrogen ions, but the pH scale is a joke when it comes to lab work. Easy to get various results based upon sampling and laboratory protocols. But I guess it's better than nothing. At least you can report plus or minus a hamburger, haha JK. Couldn't it be a misinterpretation of the constant rho, which kinda looks like a P? Rho stands for density, so pH could really be rho H, or density of hydrogen, since pH intends to describe the concentration of ambient hydrogen ions. pH. 1909, from German pH, introduced by S.P.L. Sorensen, from P, for German potens, potency. Power H, symbol for the hydrogen ion that determines acidity or alkalinity. Sorensen: I need something in front of the H, I'll just use P for placeholder and come up with something better later. Dies without explaining or changing. All of us, what does it mean? Given it's a measure of hydronium ions relative to hydroxide ions, and Po is the same thing but the scale is reversed. For example, Po over 7 is acidic. My guess would be pH stands for proportion hydronium. Maybe he just wanted to be cool like the band Fish. Actually I love the band, but I don't think many people refer them to be that cool. Hilarious, yes, cool not so much. The P is silent. Like in pneumonia. So when you want to know about the acidity or alkalinity levels of something, you ask for the Ha number. Since the P is lowercase, I wonder if it could have been shorthand for something similar to per parts or something like that. Interesting, I learned that it represented the log superscript 10. But I guess I never stopped to learn why they chose lowercase p as the symbol. Whoa, I remember learning in college P meant log of the H concentration. That isn't something I would make up. In French, we say potentiel hydrogen when we explain the pH at our uni. It translates to hydrogen potential. Is the P for Peter, maybe? Like he used his middle initial as the letter for the constant. That's my guess. I was unambiguously taught in high school 1970s that it stood for potential hydrogen. Is that not correct? I was always told that pH was from the French pouvoir hydrogen, or power of hydrogen in a solution. Potence hydrogen is pretty much accepted without question in the recreational water industry. Everyone knows the scale means potentially hazardous. Abraham Lincoln told this once to me. I bet that it's supposed to be a rho, so that it really means the density of hydrogen ions. I always thought it was like relating to a ratio of how much hydrogen to oxygen, or how sentences should end in P. I mean, prepositions. Coincidence? Probably not. If Sorensen felt like he needed a P, then I'm sure we should allow him some privacy. He introduced the concept of pH in 1909 and died in 1939. Why did no one ask him? Same way I'd respond if everyone kept asking me what my little p stands for. Wait, what? The p represents a logarithmic function, just like with p, ka. Just like in a swimming pool. You will be happier if you ignore the P. Probably proton, as it relates to hydrogen and its relation to acidity. I was told in college chem that it was per hydronium ion. Shrug. Proton hungry. It measures the hunger of a chemical for protons. Penile burning. The more it burns, the more acidic it is. In chemistry class they told us that it stood for potency. Was taught it was potential hydrogen. I was duped.